Hi once again, welcome to my video. My name is Joe, another video about narcissism. This video I will title Trust Your Gut. A lot of people, when they are confronted with a narcissist or anything in life, they often have an emotion, they feel this emotion inside, they have all these thoughts going around in their head. And what do? They need comfort, they need an external source, they need somebody or something to give them reassurance about how to proceed. But the first thing I would say is the way to proceed is go to yourself first. You are the first port of call because only you know how you feel. Only you know how you think. Only you know what you go through, because everywhere you go, 24/7, you go with yourself. So when you accede to an external source to get information, and this information has to do with you, you are going to somebody who's not with you all the time. You're going to somebody who is with themselves all the time, with their experiences, with their problems, with their personality, with their cognitions. So they will apply their thoughts and their feelings to you. You are not them, you are you. So you are getting somebody who, more than likely, if you go to an external source to solve a problem or get information, they will be filtering through their life experience or their perceptions or their distortions, and they'll apply what they feel to you, which is probably what you don't feel and how you think. So I wanted to go through that. Always trust your gut. Your gut will tell you something. How you feel will tell you something. And you've got to act on that. Act on your gut feel. When you go away from your gut feel, often, not all the time, but often, you get into trouble. It's happened to me many times. I've always trusted my gut. And the one or two times that I haven't, wow, got into a bit of trouble. Financially, in other ways. So always go with your gut. That's my experience. I'm nearly 63. So go with how you feel, not how somebody tells you to feel. So let's take a look at some external sources that can distort and confuse the way you proceed. If you happen to be one of those individuals who's a religious individual, which I am not, but if you're one of those people that has fallen for the 3-card trick, that's the matter for you. But that can get you into a lot of trouble. You go back through history, you see all the damage that religion can do. So you know where I stand on that topic. If you happen to be with a narcissist, or there's a narcissist in your life that is causing you trouble, often people, what do? They go to the religious pastor, the priest, or whoever, the counsellor. There's some older person who's a religious individual. They go to that individual and they say, oh, my pastor, counsellor, I don't know what to do. My husband, he's so abusive. He belts me and he hits me, and I'm so confused. What should I do? I've tried to talk to him, and he's so mean to me. I don't know what to do. What will the pastor do? They will filter it through their religious belief. Oh, bless you, my dear. You know, God always says to forgive. You've got to be more forgiving. Your husband means well. He has God inside of him. I see him very regularly at church. And, if you look hard enough, I'm sure that you will find what you are looking for. But to leave and to even divorce is against the religion. So don't do that. Keep working at it and God will guide you so that you can become as one with God, with your husband, with your partner. But if you leave, then that is frowned upon. So do not do that. So what does a person hearing that think? I better stay with the narcissist. I better stay here to be abused. Why? Because my religion says so, and the pastor says so. So I better stay. What are you gonna cop? More abuse, more violence, more threats, more intimidation, more control, more hell. That's what you're gonna get. So your gut is telling you something. It's already telling you what to do. Forget the religious filter. Push that asunder. It's already telling you what to do. You've got to act on your gut. You don't go to some fool to tell you what to do with your life. You do it. You know you're being abused. You know you're being controlled. You know you're being probably hammered with physical violence. And if you have children, they are going through the same thing, either being treated that way or watching you being treated like that. You know the score, but you want to deny that because there's something you want. You want to have a partner to make you feel better about you. Well, you're not going to get it from this individual. Okay? It's time you get that through your head. You're only going to the pastor to try and get them to make you sound as if there is a chance. There's no chance. This is a narcissist. Okay? It's time you grew up, grow a pair, and you act on your gut. And you've got to get firm with yourself. This is a blinking narcissist. You've got to get this monster out of your life. Okay? Enough said. Other people, we might be parents. You've gone through hell as a child. I've been in that position. Child of a narcissist. It's horrible. The enabling parent, the other parent. Oh, he had a hard life. You shouldn't be understanding. What are you talking about? You ask friends, or so-called friends. You ask people on the outside. And what do they say? Oh, well, you maybe it's something you did. Maybe you should, when you do this, you should talk like that. I'm sure that'll help. Just sit down and talk to them. Because if you do, every problem has a solution. You're going to get all this rubbish from the outside. They don't know what they're talking about. You do. Your gut is telling you something. You already know. Your body gives you the signals. That's all you need. The signal is there for a reason. Don't ignore the bodily signal. Act upon it. And be firm with yourself. Quit defaulting back, saying, oh, well, I'll wait till after Christmas because, Auntie Betty and Uncle Jack are coming. It's a taxation time now, so I'm really busy at the office. Maybe if we just go for a holiday together. See, you're trying to lie to yourself, deceive yourself. Your gut is telling you something. Listen to it. Don't push it aside. You're going to get external voices. Do this, do that, do that. If I were you, if I was this is how what he did. Just drives you mad, and you're going. You don't look at them. You listen to you. I'm being abused by a narcissist. I've tried every technique under the sun. It's not stopping. It will never stop. I've got to finally admit it to myself and accept. Accept as a defense mechanism. Number one on the hit parade in alphabetical order, acceptance. Use acceptance. Accept reality. Reality is, if you're with a narcissist and you're being hammered from pillar to post, you've got to make a break. Or else, if you don't, for now until forever, you're going to be miserable. If you decide to leave the narcissist, there's going to be initial problems, where to go, what to do, job, all the logistics. But once you get those logistics done, which is going to take work, don't let the logistical issues hinder you from getting a narcissist out of your life. The logistics will take time and effort and money and work. But once you work your way through that and you get to a place of safety, and particularly if it's a violent narcissist, you've got to make sure that they can't find you. Trust your gut. Don't go seeking external sources to tell you about yourself. You know you. Your body is telling you who you are. Your body is telling you how to proceed. Don't ignore it. Act upon it. That's my advice. All right, well, thanks for watching. So please, if you like it, put a like, maybe subscribe, maybe share, maybe watch some of my other videos, and I'll see you next time. See ya.